Right now, more than half of all Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
And with inflation above 5%, everyone is trying to figure out how to better spend their money and stay away from running up credit card debt. Business editor and certified financial planner Rod Maloney is here tonight to help us rethink this problem and break down the psychology of spending.
The research shows that somewhere between 80 and 100% of financial decisions are made emotionally. Now, I just split the difference and say 90% of all decisions are made emotionally.
Let's face it, money, especially if you don't have a lot, is a major stressor that can grow emotionally draining day by day.
Most of us have about 50 to 200 of these subconscious beliefs about money that are operating 24/7 that touch every financial decision we make.
Vaughn Grant of Flint openly admits to his.
I have a shoe addiction.
And he's not kidding. He owns a couple dozen pair he's never worn.
It's a struggle trying to be responsible and not buy shoes.
He openly admits his issues are pricier than you might imagine.
Right now I'm at a $200 to $500 level, but it can go all the way up to $5,000.
Specifically, he's wild about these sneakers called Ben & Jerry's Chunky Dunkies, or Dunks, that indeed sell for thousands. Emotionally, to Vaughn, footwear isn't transportation, it's collectible.
How have you resisted buying the shoes that you so like?
I work the steps. 12 steps, man. That's
12-step programs are about changing psychology, getting support to end less than helpful behaviors. And while there aren't financial 12-step groups, Rick Kaler believes you can help yourself drill down on spendthrifty emotions.
We've got to look deeper. And looking deeper is looking at what it is I believe about money. And when did I start believing that? What were the circumstances around it? Because every belief we have about money, no matter how illogical it seems to myself or someone else, makes perfect sense.
Kaler also says many of these curious money emotions are developed in childhood, which he discovered talking with clients whose parents used children's money in emergency or even desperate situations.
One was to bail a brother out of trouble, and another was just a piggy bank that disappeared. And the little child had no idea what happened. But what they learned was, if you don't spend the money when you have it, it's going to disappear. So as a kid, they started spending their money because saving doesn't work.
Kaler's written several books on the subject, one called The Financial Wisdom of Ebenezer Scrooge, where he says the psychology of money emerged with Scrooge's trip through his highly emotional past, present, and future, and changed his outlook after his frightening journey.
He revisited all these things from his past. He was able to resolve a lot of those buried emotions and feelings.
Meantime, Vaughn keeps working the steps.
You know, it's like, do I want to pay the bills? Is it more important to have these shoes, to have people looking at me and saying nice shoes and not having a place to live?
So in the end, yeah, you can learn how to budget. You can save certain amounts of your income, but it's knowing how you approach your money that really most matters. And if you want to read Rick Kaler's books, we're linking to them on clickondetroit.com. Rod Maloney, Local 4.